YouTube? Today we're gonna be reacting to female streamer has lost touch with reality. I'm live on Twitch every single day. The link should be in the description. Now let's get to it. Ah!
You're not coming at now. See, you got my baby all upset. You said you was coming back. You said you was going to the store and you never came back.
3
Damn.
days later.
And so
I don't know, Shivu.
it's just really fucked up because I actually really love this space.
It's not bad,
that I'm
though.
in. And they didn't even give me a warning or nothing.
Jordan, they shouldn't give you a warning. With streaming becoming ever so popular, everybody is wanting to get their hands in the dirt and really dig deep and attempt to do some sort of streaming content. Now, no, that doesn't mean that they want to do some of the old world things like the Destinies or the Moist Criticals of the world used to do. They don't want to be the Ludwigs. They don't want to be the Mystics. They don't want to sit down at a desk, play a video game, and react
I do.
to videos
It's not bad.
all the time. They want to be innovative. They want to be creative. And I commend them for that. But Jordan Lucas is an example for a lot of the creators out there.
Always the same guy. Yeah, of course.
It's
It's a shoes channel.
To that IRL prank fun streaming world, you have to be very, very careful. This is internet personality Jordan Lucas. She hails from the Deshae Frost camp. As far as I understand, that's his ex-girlfriend. And she has a pretty sizable following across all social media platforms. So naturally, seeing how everybody else at their mama is having fun streaming, she decided to stick her toe into the game. Now, she had been seeing a lot of success in the streaming game. On her first stream, she had hit her sub goals. She had a lot of guests and friends from her life like Cleo and Deshae pop up and pop out. She been making music, you know, doing the normal streamer thing. Now, with the normal streamer
She
thing,
low-key-
that does mean you have
she low-key
to
tapped in.
and that's where the farm got introduced into the situation. Now, as you can look and see in the background, she is at an apartment and it's clear as day. And when she bought those farm animals in there, I've been in a few apartments. I don't know how many farms you can have in an apartment, but she saw the ramifications and the backlash of having a farm, a literal farm, like goats, chickens, hay, a pen, all those things in her apartment. She saw
Oh yeah, I'm kicking her the fuck out. I'm sorry. That shit gonna smell so fucking shit. I don't think that's allowed. I don't think that's allowed.
her world come crashing down after that.
So it's like I just moved and it's so stressful having to deal with like me trying to learn a new craft and also trying to settle in and then also be like on time for you guys. Usually, you know, I'm not late.
I'm sorry. There's the tears. I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming though. I knew it was coming. I'm sorry. Whenever a female gets into something trouble they don't like, it's always fucking some tears, bro. There's always the tears coming out. Oh my god. I gotta start cheering up too. Like my right eye's low key hurting and shit. I gotta start.
Or anything like that.
It's okay though.
I just want to give you guys the best content that I can, you know, so that we can like build as a community together. I'm just like, I don't know if there's anything that I can do to combat it. Like I'm
Good
pretty
PR run though.
Like 7 days is crazy. Like it's Valentine's Day. Like we have to like. Where's the love?
She got evicted with a 7-day notice. Full stop. She has to be out of her place in 7 days. Now, I know a lot of people aren't gonna like this. Maybe some people are, because as I read the comment section, they seem to be on my side. But the apartment has every right to break
100%.
and kick
WL
her out
Shimmer?
in that time frame.
Gang, she brought a fucking zoo into an apartment. This is a retarded streamer. I'm sorry. Yes. Talking about Valentine's Day. You don't gotta worry about it. You probably don't even got a Valentine's Day. What you worried about, Willis?
Now, I know it's fucked up and I know it's a quick turnaround, but ultimately, I'm almost 1,000% certain without reading any contractual agreements that there was nothing that said that she could have brought in those types of animals. I know for a fact this isn't something that she went ahead and cleared with her leasing office or the management company. Even if they said no, she would have at least been able to keep them in the loop so she doesn't get blindsided like this when things do happen. Or hell, even before she signed the lease off, she could have made it very clear and very known that, hey, I am a streamer. I am going to be doing different things in my apartment. I am going to utilize my place and space as a content creation space. The thing about getting into an apartment is that it's very communal. The hallways are shared, the elevators are shared, the common rooms are shared.
The smell is shared.
Thin. The floor is usually somebody's ceiling, and I think a lot of people forget that. So no, that doesn't mean that you can do anything and everything just because it is your place and your space. And it definitely doesn't mean that
He's actually kind of making sense though.
I don't know. Bring Wilbur and whatever type of lambs and chickens and hogs and dogs and frogs and logs up into the place.
Damn.
On the top, but I'm already sure that you are stress testing these people with the noises that you're making, let alone bringing in any sort of foreign objects. And
He low-key is not lying though, bro. I feel like apartments, if you have a house, it's completely different, right? It's like you have at least like a diameter around you that you can make that noise in. Bro, if you're downstairs, you stomping, bro, somebody's gonna get fucking pissed because they're hearing that stomping. I'm gonna start Jordan X Rami beef now. Thanks for the clip, bro. What the fuck are you talking about? Do not start our beef between us, bro.
And different things like that.
Jordan gets evicted for having a form in her high-rise apartment. Nah, girl, you knew dang well. Them folks, apartment folks, renter folks, whatever you want to call it, you know them folks don't play that stuff. They already be tripping about dogs and cats, and you gonna bring a farm up in that hole? So you just bought Wilbur and friends in your apartment and was like, yeah, this finna be fire right here. Then paying the rent 3 months in advance, knowing you was finna do some crazy stuff. Like, y'all need to stop doing all this crazy stuff for social media. A whole farm, I can't believe this, a pig, a goat, like, not a cat, not a dog, but a whole farm. Come on, my good.
Yeah, that's crazy as fuck.
Sometimes streamers get a little bit entitled. They feel as if they spend money or they have some celebrity or some sort of fame or clout, that means that whatever they do is justified.
I don't feel like that at all. I feel like I'm an idiot. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. I can already make you say anything to voice AI. Don't test my ass around me. Don't test me. You can't do shit to me, Tricks. You can't do shit to me, Tricks. You can't do shit to me, bro. Fuck out of here.
Because they paid for it, they bought it, and this is the way to grow. But honestly, that's not the case all the time. People have different rules and different boundaries that should be respected. Not to be some sort of fed, but I don't even know if she came to an agreement with her neighbors or her building that she was going to be showing it off in this sort of way, shape, form, or fashion. There are places that even have harsh restrictions on filming, period, because people, creepos, can look out that background in that window, see exactly which apartment complex that is based off of mapping and the geographics in the background, and start to be vagrants and loiterers at the...
I'll put a clip of your voice into a voice replicator. What are you gonna use that for, gang? What the fuck are you finna use that for, huh? Is we good? Yo, Shifu, get your boy, man!
Apartment complex in an attempt to see Jordan Lucas and any other celebrity, which ultimately disrupts the day-to-day life and actions of all the other people that are living in this apartment complex.
Make you say Kai Cenat is ass. Make you say Kai Cenat is ass. Start Kai Cenat beef. What? Don't be doing that. Nah, you weird as fuck if you do that shit. I'm not gonna lie.
Bro, niggas was camping outside the house in cars, trying to take flicks. Like, no cap, every time we came home, it was like a photo shoot. And we tried to keep it low key. The penthouse was even worse, chat. By the third day, it was gatherings of people giving us merch, trying to ask us to take photos, giving us their IG. Once niggas know where you live and it's not that hard to find it, they will stand outside your spot, bro.
I think right now streaming has a very, very bad rap. Now, of course, you have your outliers.
Said it for me.
I think people think that Kai Cenat is probably a net positive in the world.
You are fucking weird as fuck. You're trying to get me to start beef with Kai Cenat, gang. I don't want no time to beef with Kai Cenat ever. Relax, bro. I could kill my career before it even starts. Chill, bro. Chill.
I think they might think of some of the FaZe Clan as like a net positive in this world, but ultimately they think that that's a positive from the computer aspect. They don't necessarily want to live around it or be around it or have it disrupt their day-to-day life.
Clip
and then when I think about all the IRL streamers that take things just a little bit too far and they disrupt people's natural lives, I could totally understand why people wouldn't want Twitch streamers, Kick streamers, or any sort of IRL or content streamers being around their places and spaces. Not only can it be potentially destructive in some situations, but it can also just be a nuisance. Like, I have my own place. I've paid a lot of money for my own place. I don't want these kids running up and down this hall and doing their own thing. And there are some realities for streamers to face because some of their peers are doing these destructive and disruptive things. They are causing property damage. They are wrecking and destroying other people's property.
I mean, I feel like, look, I'm gonna say this. I feel like there's good streamers and there's bad streamers. There's good people, there's bad people. It just depends on the person. Like, there's some shitty shit going on every day. It's not, it's not that good person's fault. It's just the way the world works, bro. There has to be a good and a bad. Yin yang. You know what I'm saying?
Rent out Airbnbs or go to other people's establishments, and these content creators don't necessarily respect these places and spaces. And because there is such bad publicity, a lot of these good
Okay. I will rent it. I'm gonna say this in the future. I will rent an Airbnb out to do content. But beforehand, I'm gonna let everybody that comes through know, if you disrespect the house, you are leaving instantly, bro. If you break anything that you're leaving. I will be doing something like that though. I will be doing something like that though.
To face the ramifications and repercussions of what the people of their past did, even if it means people are jumping to conclusions and kicking you out of
Rummy's just helping me. Okay,
you're not doing anything bad in.
It's tough out here, chap. We've been getting iced out. Like, I feel like all the landlords in New York City probably got together in a big meeting of some sort, cahoots, some would say, and they've made it very difficult for us to find a spot. Realistically, it's not that hard to research us blowing up our house, and that's just the way shit quick crumble, man. So hopefully that shit gets all figured out soon.
Hell, I can even remember my
Ooh.
time working with AMP or any other IRL content creators and trying to carefully craft the perfect email or phone conversation in order to let them know that, hey, we're gonna respect your place in space. No, we're not like some of these other people that are destroying property, and that we're gonna come
Valid
in
though,
and we're gonna
valid
try to
response.
boost and amplify your business or whatever the case may be. I'm not gonna lie, especially back then, 99% of the time I could not get it off. Now I think it must
What
be
do you
much easier now because
What do you
of
mean by
the
that?
star that they've
Get it
grown
off.
into. But it was so hard because streaming just had such a bad rap back then, and it still has a bad rap today. Now with that being
Yeah.
said, Jordan and any other content creator that's going this streaming route, you have a responsibility on your own when it comes to being just
Chat, would y'all want to see me do IRL streams? Would y'all want to see me do IRL streams? Deadass?
forthcoming. Yeah, I know you're gonna get a lot of no's, but once you get that yes,
This man
the
is
burden
kinda
will just
fire.
be
On God.
lifted off your shoulders. And as streaming becomes more and more popular, I think the number of yeses will be
I wouldn't mind deadass. No, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna start doing my IRL streams,
more
chat.
and more
Deadass.
available. But the
Like,
problem
I'll do
is
like
when people
go
don't
into
become
club, not clubs, but you know what I'm
forthcoming
saying?
with
I'll
who
do.
they are dealing with when it comes to making these sorts of transactions. Try to ensure that the person that you're renting from, borrowing from, using their establishment, that hey, I'm gonna do
Our shit
something
would cook.
for
I'm
you. It's
I'm
gonna
saying
be
that. I'm saying that
mutually
though.
beneficial, because I don't want to just be looked at as potentially destroying your property. I do have insurance. I have insurance that can cover your different things, different damages and stuff like that that I may cause. Even if you don't plan on doing certain things that may cause damages, if I were to rent an apartment right now and I knew I was just gonna be behind the desk, but I also knew that I was gonna be a streamer, I would let them know up front, hey, I am gonna be streaming. This is some of my content. They're probably not gonna look at it either way, but I also do have insurance that covers up to this much, because all they hear is
You can get
streaming,
insurance?
and they have their own mind going somewhere. But this insurance thing will just give you another level of security. I would also advise getting a house. I know that that's harder to do than I'm saying, but this is also why content houses did exist and why I do think that they will be much more accepted.
I think so.
going
I think
forward.
so.
I know that they have their ups and downs, their lefts and rights, but ultimately you have freedoms and liberties that a lot of other content creators don't have. I think this is a learning lesson for Jordan and many other content creators and streamers that, hey, the public still does view you a certain way, but that doesn't mean that you can't do things to probably aid and protect and make that situation just be a little bit more seamless than how it is already. She'll bounce back. She'll land on her feet. Get that content house, Jordan. Go in there with Cleo and Deshae Frost and hell, even Zoe Spencer. They could be some of the first women that break the whole women streamer mold. I could already see her, Brooklyn Frost, Zoe Spencer, and fuck it, throw Senna Britt in there, I guess. And Mari. Yeah, throw Mari in there.
Who? Nah. I remember that one clip. Duke!